Yo, what up, YouTube? We are reacting to a video about how the Milwaukee Bucks have got better. Let's get into
The
it.
Milwaukee Bucks found a way to retool this roster and added two very important pieces that's going to make the job of Giannis and Damian Lillard much more easy. And in today's
I hope so, because Dame was playing terrible last year. Let's get into it, man.
video, we're going to be breaking down these two moves and doing some film breakdown on these players alongside looking at the Bucks season as a whole. Thanks to BetUS for sponsoring today's video, and well, let's get right into the signings for the Milwaukee Bucks. The first one is Gary Trent Jr. I don't know how they got him on a minimum contract. He's one of my favorite players in the entire league this season, and I'm telling you guys, this Gary Trent signing is a huge upgrade from Malik Beasley. Gary provides you with steals, helps you go in transition with a player like Giannis, and that is very major when you look at it. In Toronto, Gary Trent Jr. was used as a floor spacer to help players like Scottie Barnes, Pascal Siakam, and Fred VanVleet get more buckets. And well, he did space the floor. And well, last season, Gary Trent Jr. had the best three-point percentage on wide open threes. Yeah, 52% from the three-point line when he's wide open. Ooh. Being a Toronto Raptors fan myself, I know a lot about Gary, and I've watched so much tape to the point where I believe that he is more than a catch-and-shoot player. He made multiple strides when it comes to actually going at the rim and improved on his finishing. He's also very elite when it comes to that mid-range game. His step-backs are elite as well. That's something he could provide for the Bucks.
That's good, yeah. They need more shooters.
Gary is one of the 4 players in the entire NBA to record 500 threes and 300 steals over the last 3 seasons. And the other players to record such a stat are Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, and Fred VanVleet. I am telling you, Bucks fans, this guy is elite, and he's still young. He could still develop and become even better than he is right now, and this won't be the only year that he's going to be on the Bucks. He's going to get another contract extension. But before we break down the second signing for the Milwaukee Bucks, I was scrolling through the BetUS website, and I was looking at the NBA in-season tournament. That's a tournament where the best of the best teams. And let's get right back into the second signing for the Milwaukee Bucks. And this is Taurean Prince. He's very similar to Gary
Taurean fucking Prince, nigga. Taurean Prince played ass for the Lakers, bro. Let's get into the video, man. Like, he played shit.
Trent because he spaces out the floor.
How the fuck he doesn't?
There are patterns to every signing that the Mavericks had. Shooting is what they struggled with last season, so they really doubled down on that by getting Gary and Taurean Prince. And while Taurean Prince is a career 41% from the corner threes, and when Giannis drives into the paint and gets,
he ain't do that shit on the goddamn
Lakers. You have another lethal threat to pass it to in the corner so he can hit that three. But what if I told you that Taurean Prince has played multiple positions over his career? He's literally an interchangeable piece, and when we look at his defensive positional versatility, he was 3rd in the entire NBA. So defensively, he's pretty versatile. And while Taurean Prince was asked a question on how versatile he was, and well, his answer was very hilarious. Take a listen.
Several weeks here.
Right. Well, yeah, I've been in the league going on. Well, this is my 6th year. There's never not been a season that's been up and down or players in and out, whether it's coaches or players. So it's all about adapting.
6 years? That's crazy.
Just being like what do they call them, a chameleonaire or something like that? Chameleon. Yeah, the chameleon is a rapper.
And not only is he a versatile chameleon, he is able to play hustle basketball. And well, when we look at the top 10 players,
we didn't see none of this shit on the Lakers though. Like, this shit is crazy.
In loose ball recovery rate, Taurean Prince is 4th.
Gassing up Taurean fucking Prince,
and while Gary Trent Jr. is also 9th place. The Milwaukee Bucks are starting to find the identity again. that hustle basketball, that lockdown defense, and both Taurean Prince and
Yeah,
Gary Trent Jr.
they need more of that hustle,
perfect fit.
bro.
And last season, the Milwaukee Bucks
They
probably
need more
had the
defense,
worst
'cause
defensive rating they've had in a while.
Once they traded
This was
Drew,
because they lost Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to put on a band-aid again with Taurean Prince and Gary Trent Jr. But another reason why these signings are perfect is because Giannis Antetokounmpo is 8th when it comes to off-ball gravity. He attracts so many defenders, so many double teams, and all he needs are shooters around him, and they finally got that. And when we look at this graph over here, it really shows us that Giannis is separated from everyone else by his shot selection. He creates more shots at the rim by himself, and he takes more shots at the rim. So obviously, this shows us that he needs more spacing so he could take more of these shots at the rim without being double teamed. And well, when we look at the second superstar in Damian Lillard, it's pretty funny to say that he had
Dame had an off
season.
year,
He
bro.
still averaged
He had
a
an off year
crazy
last year.
24, 7, and 4, but Dame is capable of more. I know 24 points is crazy, but Dame is capable of these 28-point games every single night. And if Giannis and Damian Lillard can find a way to connect on the court a little bit better, they could be a championship team. And this is because when we look at Damian Lillard now, he is 3rd in the entire NBA when it comes to overall gravity. So whether he's taking the ball up, whether he's off the ball, he's still gonna get double teamed. So now what are you gonna do if Damian Lillard gets a screen from Giannis and then both Gary Trent and Taurean Prince are spacing out the floor?
I'm giving the ball to
It
Gary
is
Trent
literally
Jr.
impossible to guard that. Even when it comes to late game situations, Dame is that calm guy that will get you the clutch buckets and shoots 92% from the free throw line. So you have your point guard going forward. You just needed the pieces around him. And well, now this makes Chris Middleton's job so much more easy because he doesn't have to go out
If he can
there
stay on
and
the floor,
average those 18 points per game. He can
or
just
shoot
go out there,
effectively,
score
yeah.
10, play good defense, and the Bucks could still win. They had a very disappointing season last season when they lost to the Pacers, had multiple injuries with Giannis and Dame.
If they didn't get, if Giannis ain't getting injured, bro, they would have beat the Pacers.
The Pacers have something that the Bucks didn't have last season, and this was having pace. And I think adding Gary Trent Jr. is very major to this pace thing because Gary gets you some steals to play a lot of transition basketball. And that's something that the Bucks really liked when they got that championship against the Suns.
I don't know about Taurean
Let's
Prince,
also
though.
hope that Doc Rivers can make the correct adjustment.
Doc fucking Rivers. Doc fucking Rivers, bro. Oh, God.